This is being the most painful experience of my life. I can't just jump from one marriage to another just as fast as that.
Either you say yes tomorrow, or I say no.
Last time, on the Colbys.
Of course you've got enemies. One of them tried to kill you, but it wasn't Zach. That is absurd.
Is it? You could ask his wife about that, but she's dead. He's got her money, now he wants yours.
So, you want the account opened in the name of Saturn Financial?
That's right, Mr. Arnold. I want a draft of $2 million drawn on my account in the Bank of Singapore. I want the entire amount invested in Colby Enterprises common stock.
Someone's buying into Colby Enterprises, and naturally you think it's me.
Well, we're on to you, Zach. And we're going to block you.
Now, that's enough. I'm tired of you. Tired of you and Jason and the rest of the Colbys pointing their own crooked fingers at me.
Oh, why not, you?
Are you trying to pick a fight? Because if you are, your timing's real bad.
Why does everyone around here question my motives? I just wish to hell you'd leave me alone. Me and Miles. You've made my life and my marriage miserable. You and that baby of yours.
I asked you to be friends with her. If you can't manage that, then stay away from her.
I am your wife. You should be saying this to her, not to me. I'm suffocating. I've got to get out of here and do something.
Well, if you want to run, go ahead and run. But this time, I'm not running after you.
But I just want to apologize. Not now. Jeff! God, Mr. Colby, I'm so glad you're here. Fallon's had a terrible accident.
Accident?
The stairs, she fell.
Oh, no. Is she all right? What about the baby?
Well, where is she?
The hospital, Miles took her.
Was there any word?
No, sir, nothing.
Well, I'll call, find out how she is.
She'll be all right, I know it.
I don't understand. How did she fall?
It was an accident.
You saw her
I was at the top of the stairs.
from the top?
Well, what happened? I was just trying to apologize to her.
For what?
A silly argument.
Well, you didn't...
Now, wait a minute, Francesca. I didn't have anything to do with this.
Emergency room now. I told Miles we'd be right over.
Where's Jeff?
I don't know. He ran out of here just before it happened.
All right, you wait here. If he calls, tell him to go straight to the hospital. Let's go.
Dr. Banks, thanks for getting here so fast. Gotta do something about her pain, sir.
Well, if you just take it easy, we'll do everything we can. We can't give her any medication until we find out the condition of the baby. Fallon? Fallon, can you hear me? Fallon, can you hear me? All right, notify neonatal ICU and let's get her hooked up to a fetal monitor right away. I'll put an OR on standby.
Oh, my God.
It's all right. I'm gonna give you something as soon as I can. Hold on to my hand tightly.
What's gonna happen to my baby? My baby.
You and the baby gonna make it. Dr. Banks is here, and so are the nurses.
Jeff, I want Jeff. Where's Jeff?
He'll be here, holding your hand just like this, I promise.
Oh! Oh, Jeff! Jeff! Jeff!
Excuse me, is this you taking?
No, leave it.
Yes, sir, Mr. Colby. What can I get for you?
How you doing, Eddie? Let me have the usual one.
Mrs. Colby joining you this evening?
Nope, I'm on my own tonight.
Penthouse Bar? Let me check. Call for Mr. Parker. What's the first name? Call for Mr. Hoyt Parker. Call for Mr. Parker.
Come on, let me have it. Sorry. Yeah.
Zach Bowers, Mr. Parker. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I've been on a transatlantic call. I'm on my way to the Penthouse Club now. Give me 10 minutes, all right?
Bowers. I should have known you'd be behind them. The guy was standing here. Where'd he go?
I don't know. He just left.
Before or after the phone call?
Before, I think.
Is he staying here at the hotel? Or how did he pay his bill?
Well, he paid cash, Mr. Colby.
Have you seen him before?
No. He could be staying here. I don't know. Why?
Parker, I can't believe I was sitting next to Holly Parker. Did you see a man run by? He was wearing sunglasses and had on a gray coat.
Yeah, he just tore through the lobby. If you hurry, you can catch him.
Thanks.
License, please.
I was trying to catch someone.
Yeah, looks like you got caught instead. Didn't you see that red light back there?
I just don't understand. I've been following this guy all over the world. I was in Nepal, India.
Nepal, huh? That's a new one. Why don't you try the one about your wife in the hospital having a baby?
Easy, Fallon, easy. I know it's hard, but don't move. I'm trying to hear the baby's heartbeat.
God, it hurts so much. Jeff! Where is he? I want my husband. I want my husband. I want Jeff.
I know you do.
Well, then try the beach house or the club. Just find him. If something happens to that baby or Fallon and Jeff isn't there.
You're doing all you can.
Well, it's not very much, is it?
We'll be there with her.
All right, Fallon?
Please.
I want you to listen to me.
My
I want you
baby.
to listen to me. You've got a decision to make. Thank you. Got a very tough decision you're going to have to make.
Decision?
Baby is beginning to show signs of fetal distress. Now, unless we do an immediate C-section, we run the risk of losing the baby.
Losing it? No. No.
Well, then you got to make a decision. If we do the cesarean, I need your permission. Do we have it?
But the baby is so small, it's so tiny. If I could just hold on a little bit longer.
Fallon, you've already had a lot of problems with this pregnancy. Now there's a possibility of injury. If you wait for vaginal delivery, I can't guarantee the health, not even the life of your baby.
I had a cesarean without me, and he almost died.
I can't say that there aren't any risks with the C-section. There are.
Well, then what am I supposed to do?
If you want to save the baby, then let us take it right now.
I have to talk to Jeff. Please find him.
Doctor, fetal bradycardia. We have a crash section. Notify neonatal ICU. Notify anesthesia.
Fallon, we just run out of time. Now you've got to decide.
Oh, God. My baby. Please save my baby.
Cesarean?
Yes.
I'll scrub. Get Richardson to assist. Fallon?
The baby's gonna be fine, Miles.
Yes, but you'll be fine, you hear me? I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna be right outside the whole time.
Jeff, where are you? Jeff, where are you?
darling, I got your message. How is she? Have you talked to her?
She's in the delivery room. She was in agony.
She's having the best care possible. Your father's seen to that.
If anything happens to her...
Nothing's going to happen to her. She's a fighter. She's proved that. But what about the baby?
Doctor says she might lose it.
Oh, my God. If this baby's yours and has any of your strength, they're both going to be just fine.
Yeah, but if it's a choice between saving one or the other...
Don't even think that.
But I have to. It might be that right now. And if it is, I'm asking God to save my Fallon.
My Fallon. Oh, darling. This baby may be yours, but the mother never will be again. You have got to accept that.
How? Saying it doesn't make it happen. Standing in that emergency room, I didn't care about the baby. All I could think was, Fallon, please, don't leave me.
You didn't care about the baby.
Not if it meant losing her.
Darling. She loves Jeff. She's married to him. You're going to lose every chance of happiness you have if you don't just let her go. If this baby is going to make you want to hold on to her tighter, I don't want it to be yours.
Mom, if Fallon dies, I don't want to live.
Hi, I picked up dinner on the way. What is going on?
I picked up some things, too. In these shopping malls, there is no night. It's like Siberia in summer.
What is all this?
The Americanization of Kolya. You were right. I've been a fool to mope. Mope, right? I have my freedom in the greatest country in the world. So why not enjoy it?
Yeah, but...
See? Stereo, television, VRC.
No, it's VCR.
And everything with remote.
Do we really need all this?
This is America. Of course we need all this. And I love plastic.
Oh, no. Don't tell me I brainwashed you about this country.
I did something wrong.
No. But America's more than credit cards and remotes and things. You taught me that.
I did.
You fought to stay here. Because here you could be free, be your own person. I've had freedom all my life. I've just never appreciated it.
I was in New York for your celebration of the Statue of Liberty. I was standing there with thousands of people that night when the lights came on and the statue glowed in the harbor. I saw such hope around me and realized how few of my countrymen would ever know that feeling. That is why I stayed. That and you.
Oh, Kolya.
And televisions.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, she is. It's your mother.
Mother?
When will they tell us something?
Soon. It won't be long.
Jeff.
She'll be okay. She's in surgery now having a cesarean.
She's going to be all right. So will the baby.
I should have been here. Well, you're right there. Where the hell were you? I was having a drink with Hoyt Parker.
You were... Hoyt Parker is here?
I was at the Penthouse Club, and he was sitting on the stool right next to me. I didn't realize it until it was too late. And guess who we got a call from? Zach Powers.
Powers and Parker?
I tried following his car, but he lost me in Hollywood. How much longer?
Soon.
Oh, I shouldn't have stormed out of the house on her. I should have stayed there with her.
You're here now. That's what counts.
But what can I do?
What men always do in this fix. Wait.
Hands out. Easy. Easy now. How's she doing? She's holding her own. Need another unit of pack cells. Now we got a little girl here. Let's go, princess. Yeah, I clamped cord. Scissors. Cord's cut. It's all yours.
Where's Jason?
He's with Jeff. They're taking a walk.
I've just seen Miles pacing. Sit down with me. We'll wait this out together.
Are we waiting for the same thing?
Oh, I'm scared to death about Fallon and the baby. You think I'm not?
Maybe. I think I know you, and then you surprise me. There's some little corner that I never saw.
And you think you found a new one?
I know you care about Fallon. About the baby, really. That it lives. That Miles is the father.
That's not true now. But you're right. There are corners of me you've never seen, you've never looked.
Oh.
Well, since before we had children, you've always been pulling in different directions.
Isn't it always a bit strong?
I don't think so. When we were girls, whatever I had, you always wanted. Whatever I wanted, you always had to have. Oh, do you remember that red-headed doll with black eyelashes and freckles?
No.
Come on, we called her Betsy.
Oh, Betsy. Yes.
We always fought over her.
One day you grabbed her by one arm, and I grabbed her by the other arm. And we pulled and pulled. And we tore her apart.
Well, does it have to be like that now? About this baby? Who's the father? Jeff? Miles? Whichever it is, the other one is going to be devastated. And what if this baby dies? They're both going to be torn apart, and Fallon too. I don't want that. I never wanted that.
I know that. I do know
Jeff. Jeff.
My dear sweetheart.
Jeff.
We have a baby girl. A little early, but she's doing fine.
Oh, God.
I didn't know what to do. I kept calling you. I needed you.
I'm sorry. They told me when I got to the house, and I came here as soon as I could. I even got pulled over for speeding.
Don't leave, even if I go to sleep. Promise?
I promise.
I was so scared. I kept thinking to myself, what if I make the wrong decision? What if something went wrong?
No, nothing went wrong. Dr. Banks said everything went fine, strong as ever. Oh, I'm so sorry. All of this is my fault. I fought with you. I ran out, and that's why you're here.
No. I'm sorry. Anyway, none of that matters. The only thing that matters now is our baby. Are you sure she's all right? Have you seen her yet?
No, not yet, but I'll report reports say that she's a pint-sized version of her mother. 3 pounds, 2 ounces of stubborn female.
But that's so tiny. Where is she? You have to go see her for me. Tell me that she's breathing all right, that her heart's okay.
Please. It's okay. Our little girl's gonna be fine.
When LB was born, he was so small, so fragile. And his little heart couldn't... I can't go through that again. I can't.
We won't. You promised me a little girl, remember?
You're a little princess.
Just like her mother. And I'm gonna make sure nothing happens to her.
She's so lucky to have a daddy like you. And you are her father. I know it. And you know I'm never wrong.
There was a way I could fight for you. But you're on your own, tiny girl. You gotta live. You got people out here. We're waiting for you.
Well, with both of us on her side, how can she lose?
I always thought the anxious father always walked around in circles. Too scared to move.
Well, there's nothing you can say or do, except stand and watch. Pray. I know, I've been there.
When LB was born, right?
Yeah, that was a close call. He was premature, too, and I remember the doctor coming out and telling us they had to operate on his heart. Well, when it comes right down to it, you're helpless. It's...
Yeah, but you're being there, watching. Maybe that made all the difference. Sure can't hurt.
Oh, there you are. Good. Both of you. She's doing pretty well. Tough little kid. We took blood samples. We should know which one of you is the father in about 48 hours. Excuse me. Well, you were right. It was him.
Jeff, you look lousy. How's Fallon?
She's better. She kicked me out. Told me she couldn't get any rest with me hanging around.
And the baby?
She's okay, too. I thought I'd come here and clean up and get some work done.
Well, there's plenty to do. Miles just found out for sure it was Hoyt Parker who bought up that block of Colby stock.
I was right. He is trying to get a foothold.
How? I don't understand. The stock on the market is non-voting. You don't buy it for control. You buy it for those fat dividends.
Well, that's the way your granddad set up the company. If 2/3 of the non-voting stockholders want to give up those dividends, they can elect to convert to voting shares.
Yeah, but 2/3? That'd cost hundreds of millions of dollars. Who can lay their hands on that kind of cash?
Zach Powers can. Parker may be fronting for him.
Maybe that's why he called Parker. I'd sure like to know how far back those two go. All the way to Nick Paul, maybe.
Parker met with Connie before her death. We do know that. But we don't know if he had anything to do with the plane crash.
Maybe that's why they met. Not about the stock. Maybe it was a payoff for Connie.
You think Zach had Connie killed?
I don't know. But I'll find out, believe me. I will find out.
Why won't you meet me now? You were willing to last night.
I didn't call you to answer questions, Mr. Powers. I'm asking, how did you track me down?
Through your purchase of Colby Enterprises stock a few days ago.
Well, that was an anonymous purchase. How did you get my name?
I have my secrets too, Mr. Parker. You're a clever man, but I did track you down. I did get a message to you, and you did call me.
All right. Why?
Because your purchase smells like a maneuver to get your foot in the door of Colby Enterprises. We may have common interests.
Oh, no. If you mean a takeover bid, no. It was merely a wise purchase. Nothing more.
Oh, now don't underestimate me, Mr. Parker. If that's all you want, you could have called in your order from Singapore. Instead, you're here in town. I'd like to know why.
If there's nothing else...
Understand this. We could be useful to each other. You see, I, too, have an interest in Jason Colby's empire.
Well, in that case, Mr. Powers, we have much less in common than you thought.
Do you mind?
Actually, I've been expecting you.
I've been sitting thinking. What kind of a woman do you think I am?
I don't know.
But you don't mind guessing. You didn't come right out and say it, Francesca, but you think I made Fallon fall. You think I pushed her.
I do know how you feel about her. And the baby.
And you really think I try to hurt them?
Only you can answer that.
I have answered it. You just won't believe me. LV told Frankie he didn't leave those marbles on the stairs. Miles, kids do that. They volunteer a denial before they're even accused.
And do you think he's lying?
He's scared. That's not the point. Now Frankie thinks I'm responsible for Fallon falling.
Did she say that?
She believes it. You know, ever since I came here, I've had to prove myself over and over again. Not just to the family, but to you. And I'm your wife. Well, Frankie can think what she wants to. The family, too, for that matter. What do you think?
Look, what is important here is that Fallon and the baby are okay.
Don't hedge, Miles. Do you think I pushed Fallon down those stairs?
You were the one who kept wishing the baby didn't exist.
The problem, Miles, I wish to hell the problem didn't exist. I'm guilty of that, and I'm sorry.
When Fallon welcomed you into this house, into the family, I thought you could at least meet her halfway.
One thing I could do is love you. That night on the merry-go-round when you proposed to me, I thought you were my knight in shining armor. My dream come true. Well, it came true, all right. But it's turned into a nightmare.
Janet.
Forget it, Miles. The nightmare's over. And so is this marriage.
Monica, they told me you'd been to see the baby.
It's my niece in there. She's precious, isn't she? I'm going to try to see Fallon in a minute.
Fallon's lucky, isn't she, having all of us with her. A family. I do wish we could have been with you when you...
I know. But it was okay.
Was it? How was it, really? I've wanted to know ever since I found out about Scott. Did you have a tough time?
I got fat. So much weight. I thought of you. I was afraid it might be twins.
Isn't it dreadful when your dresses don't fit? Not even your dressing gown. When you're walking along, you suddenly catch a glimpse of yourself in a window or something. Oh. Do you remember that photo of me when I was carrying you and Miles?
Connie took one of me one day. I could have killed her.
I'd love to see it, if you still have it.
Okay. And all the books said that morning sickness was supposed to come in the first 3 months. Well, mine didn't. It came at the end, the last couple of months.
Same with me. I couldn't eat any meat at all, not even fish.
Me too. Oh, but pastry. I could eat pastry.
How was the birth? Was it all right?
It was fine. Connie was there, and that was a help. Mother, I know how you felt about her, but...
No. I'm really glad that she was there for you.
But the night Scott was born, when I was a little girl, I always ran to Daddy to make things better. Miles ran to you, I ran to Daddy. But that night, all I wanted was you. I just wanted you.
Oh, Monica, baby. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I expect that report in my hands by the end of the day.
Hang up, Zach. We've got to talk.
I'm sorry, Mr. Powers.
It's all right, Adele. And remember, it's confidential.
Everything's confidential. So many secrets. What are you hiding?
This is my office, my time. Don't waste it. What do you want?
I want to know what's going on between you and Hoyt Parker.
Parker who?
Jeff told me you called him. You know him, you're dealing with him.
Your son came barging in, just like you, accused me of trying to buy up 60,000 shares of Colby Enterprises. I told him it wasn't me, but I did find out who it was.
Parker.
Exactly. So I left a message for him through his Singapore bank, and finally got a call from him. It turns out he was right here in Los Angeles.
He did all this out of idle curiosity.
You should know by now my curiosity is never idle.
Especially when it comes to my business.
I'm interested in any business that's profitable. So apparently is Mr. Parker. Your business happens to be more profitable than most.
And that's all the two of you have got in common, huh? My business?
I barely met the man, Jason.
I don't believe you. I don't know how, I don't know why, but you and Parker are joined at the hip. I think he set up Connie's death.
What are you talking about? Your sister died in an accident.
Zach, if I find out you were with him in this, so help me God, I'll kill you.
Find you here.
Did you come up to stake your claim? And Miles?
I came here for the same reason you did. To be with the baby and to somehow tell her I love her.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
In spite of all the problems it would cause, I admit I do want Miles to be the father. Why shouldn't I? She'd be my grandchild. She'd be a part of Jason and me. But most of all, I just want you to live. To grow. And to know that we all love you.
Hi.
Hi.
Been here long?
A while.
Where's Jeff?
He's upstairs seeing the baby.
Have you seen her? Is she all right?
She's hanging in there. Gotta remember, this world takes some getting used to.
But she's all right.
You look at her lying there and you think what a fragile little creature. And you see that fighting spirit, just like her mama.
Stubborn.
She'll fit right in with the rest of us. Believe me, her life's just beginning.
Jason, if you'd let me, I'd like to make her middle name Constance.
Be proud to. So would Connie.
Yeah, and Dad tells me you're going to name the baby after my aunt? It's a great idea. Constance. It's beautiful. Yeah, sure. Will you sleep well? Good night, Val.
Miles.
LB. Oh, no. Marbles. Not tonight. Tomorrow, all right?
I just came to give them back to you. I don't ever want to play marbles again.
Why not? Thought you were going to be the champion of the world, remember?
I hate him, Uncle Miles. I don't ever want to see him again.
Oh, what's going on here?
Mommy fell down.
Yeah, I know. But she's going to be fine, I promise. And you know what? She's coming back with a present for you.
It was my fault.
What do you mean?
I promised I wouldn't leave him on the stairs, but I forgot. I didn't mean to hurt Mommy. I didn't.
Okay, easy. You told me the truth.
You're not mad at me?
Mad? No, I'm not mad at you. In fact, you just did me a big favor. And I love you for it.
You do?
Yeah. This much. What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Like you're running away.
Running? Miles, you have done everything you can to chase me away. Well, congratulations. You finally succeeded.
I won't let you go.
Won't let me? Try and stop me.
Will you at least listen to me then?
I already have, Miles. This isn't some lover's spat that you can patch up with a kiss. You think I pushed Fallon down those stairs? Then you're well rid of me.
I don't think that. Not anymore.
Why? Did you find another suspect?
In a way, yes. I just got through talking to LB. He told me that he left those marbles on the stairs. You were right. He was scared, and he lied.
He told you that? Poor little kid, he probably feels terrible.
So do I. But it's over now.
Why? If he hadn't told you the truth, you still wouldn't trust me.
You were right. I was a fool. I've been a fool before. No, but I wasn't when I married you. Even a fool gets it right sometimes.
Miles.
Channing, I need you. Now more than ever. Please. Don't leave me. Yes. I see. Of course. Right away.
The hospital.
It was Dr. Banks' nurse. They want to see me.
Nothing's happened to the baby.
I don't know, but they want to see Jeff, too.
They know, don't they? Whether you or Jeff's the father.
They said it'd be 48 hours, but maybe they know already.
And then what do we do? If she is your baby, we're right back where we started, Miles. You won't need me anymore.
I have to know.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carlos. What did the hospital say? Sabela.
I'm sorry, Zach. My mind was elsewhere.
I know. You've been calling the hospital every half hour. Any change?
The baby's developed a breathing problem. She's being monitored now. Oh, I feel so helpless.
Sable Colby helpless? Huh. You, my love, are many things. Helpless is not one of them.
She's all alone. She's fighting for every breath she takes alone.
That little girl is surrounded with love. She'll be just fine.
Oh, I wish it were that simple.
Oh, it is, trust me. I know your power. I know when you decide you want something, even the gods get out of your way. If I could, I'd make all this worry go away with a wave of my hand, but I can't do that. All I can do is tell you I love you, and I'll never stop.
No,
Your 24 hours are up. In fact, I've given you a few hours grace time. Will you tell me your answer?
all I can think about at the moment is that baby. And Jeff, and Fallon, and Miles, what he must be going through.
And if it isn't your children, it's your husband, or your dance company, or... When is it going to be me, huh? For right now, just this moment, think of me, and give me your answer. Yes or no?
I can't. Not now. There's too much happening. And if you push me, I'm going to have to say no.
And if you could be pushed, I wouldn't love you. I should have known better than to try. I'll wait, Sabila. I'll leave it to you to guess how long.
Looks like this is it, doesn't it? At last, you'll have the answer.
No, I don't think so. It's too early for that report.
Good. Go here. Well, Doc, you got that report? We've been waiting a long time.
Well, I'm afraid you're going to have to wait a little bit longer.
What are you talking about?
I called you here because... Well, I'm not going to mince words. The question of paternity is maybe just a little bit academic. Baby's taken a turn for the worse.
What do you mean a turn for the worse?
She's developed RDS.
The heck is RDS?
Respiratory distress syndrome. Lungs aren't fully developed. They can't do the job by themselves.
Well, why didn't you tell us this before?
I wanted to be sure. Every time we try to wean her off the respirator, she just can't go it alone.
But you gotta be able to do something. You got the best technology in the world here.
And we're using it. We've got her back on the respirator. But that's not going to help her to live too much longer. Our chances will improve dramatically if she can just stay alive for the next 5 days.
5 days? What about right now?
Right now, they're not good.
You mean we're going to lose her?
No. Just that you better be prepared for the possibility.